What is up, guys? Thank you so much for being here. I will be answering your questions and comments in the commercials. If you are watching this taped, then this was a previously live show where I'm talking to the audience. So that is what is going on if you're confused, because I know some people were confused last week. But that information is down below, and I hope that you will come to my future Walking Dead live chat. So I'm very excited for this episode. It looks like it's going to feature a lot of Carol and Morgan. I don't know how much we will get to the storyline from last week. Maybe none at all, according to what I've read, but that's fine. So I will talk to you in the commercials. Oh, wow. Oh my God. Wait, is this really happening? All of a sudden that's super loud. Yes, I think so. Wow. She's just kind of like in a daze. Oh my God. Oh, that's not good. It looks like hopefully she's gonna be okay. Wow, this is actually really scary. Yeah, this started off, I didn't know how much action we were going to have this episode after last week, but a ton. Wow. So Halloween-like. She is just totally not getting touched by these people.
Daniel, Moses. Good. We've been looking for you. It looks like you found some people yourself.
I'm glad Morgan has himself together now. Yeah, Laurent, she's really hallucinating. I don't know what's going on with that, but she could be sick. I think you're right. Sorry, guys.
2 days.
She was asleep for 2 days. Wow.
Doctor says you feel around. Said it could have been much worse, but you had some luck. In the back with the weapons. They wanted to lock them up. Seeing as they were helping us, I didn't know you. It'll be with them until we're ready to leave. I figured that would be another week, maybe a little more. And then we can start back to Alexandria.
What is this place?
Those people here, they call this place the kingdom.
Yeah, the kingdom seems nice. The people seem nice. I hope it doesn't go downhill like some of the other places they've been. If it doesn't turn crazy.
We were helping you, so I've been helping them.
Got it. Tell them about what happened to me, about who we are.
What
You tell them.
It's all them and it's you and this what I did to him. We got split up. You
Oh, who knows?
man, I'm taking to see the person who's in charge of this place.
Does this person have a name? Morgan?
He he's called King Ezekiel.
What?
Yeah. King Ezekiel. And
King Ezekiel.
he does his own thing. See?
What does that mean?
Well, here we are. Yeah. I forgot to say that Ezekiel has a tiger.
Okay, that is real crazy. That's cool though. This is like so different from last week. Thank you for those of you who are here who don't even watch the show. I appreciate that. I'm sure you're completely lost. But thanks, guys. Yeah, Life of Pi. I love that movie. I love that movie. That's a great movie. Such a good movie. The tiger was okay. You mean the tiger looks cute? Deja. Yeah, so this is from what I've heard from you guys, but also the internet. This is kind of a standalone episode. So I don't think we'll be getting into any of the stuff that happened last week and like checking with Rick's camp or anything. I think that's how this is going to go. So it's interesting to meet this Ezekiel person with the tiger, which is crazy that he has a tiger, but I don't know, maybe that can come in handy. But this place, this kingdom that they're at looks nice. Deja thinks, yes, Ezekiel and the tiger are cute. Yeah, but this kingdom looks like a really nice place, and we're just hoping that it doesn't go south like, you know, when they were in Virginia and things went crazy. So yeah. But I think it's kind of nice to have a different, slower pace episode, even though the beginning of it, actually a lot of stuff was going on. Yeah, like Midnight is saying, we still need to recover from last week, and I definitely didn't think they were going to have, and I don't think anyone's going to die, like a real character is going to die. I'm sure some zombies will die. But, okay, so you read the comments as well, Deja. So the tiger's name is it Sheba? Is that how you say that? Yeah, it appears that Carol and Morgan are still free. Odd one. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Let me know if I'm not. I don't want to mispronounce your name. So I'm excited to see what happens in this episode, and I'm really kind of excited for the slower pace, considering how dramatic and overly emotional the season opener was. Oh, so yes, they just met Ezekiel. If you aren't able to watch, Carol and Morgan. I think Morgan had met him before, but he introduced Carol to him. And as some of you are thinking, she appears to be sick and having hallucinations. And it's like she can see the zombies, like as they die, she sees them what they were like as people. So I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know. I don't want to give some spoilers away. I don't read the comics, but someone just gave me a spoiler about her. So I'm not going to say it just because some people don't want to know what happens in the comics. And just because it happens in the comics, it doesn't mean it's going to happen in the show, but a lot of times it does, not always. So we'll see. A fun fact for you guys. Well, I'll give that to you in the next commercial. But here we go. We're back on. I think I've seen this guy before, the actor who plays Ezekiel. He looks super familiar.
Jerry, you are a faithful steward, but your words make me pitch kettled. I understand.
I feel like we're like in Game of Thrones or something.
You haven't met Carol, nor have I. But if she is a friend of Morgan, we shall consider her a friend of the realm until proven otherwise.
She's like, what?
She's doing better. Thanks to you and your people, so indeed. It pleases me to see you up and about, Carol. I am King Ezekiel. Welcome to the kingdom. You have been addressed by the king, yet you remain silent. Do I detect skepticism? Perhaps you think me mad. Perhaps you see this place as nothing more than a mirage. So, tell me, what do you think of the kingdom, Carol? What do you think of the king?
I think you're amazing. It's amazing. And you're Sheba?
It's Shiva.
Shiva. Yeah. Good job, Deja.
I would be speechless if I wasn't already speaking. I don't know what the hell's going on in the most wonderful way.
As Morgan is aware, I encourage those who find respite here to enjoy the fruits of our grandeur for as long as they like, so long as they contribute. Drink from the well, replenish the well. Once you've healed, of course.
Of course. Of course. About the well.
Well said.
Well said.
Jerry. Where are my manners? Please partake. We have magnificent apples.
He has a great voice, definitely.
Pomegranates, all grown right here.
For some reason, I feel like things are going to get insane here eventually.
Fruit time.
I couldn't.
Oh, come on. At least take a pomegranate.
I always found them in too much trouble.
Sweet fruit surrounded by bitter. There's something of a contradiction, but heaven for the effort.
Spark some chocolate in front of me and watch it go bye-bye, but pomegranates, it's just not for me. Thanks.
Well, if there's anything you want or need, if you enjoy music, we have a guitarist whose talent brings tears to the eye. And we have a small choir.
Thank you. All I need is some more rest. And maybe a hairbrush. Someone told me I'd be meeting royalty. Anyway, Your Majesty. I should call you Your Majesty, right?
You can.
Thank you, Your Majesty. It's a pleasure.
The pleasure is mine, Carol. Be well.
It seems like so normal there.
I know.
Getting me frightened.
It's a lot. He is,
She thinks he's crazy.
I don't know.
This place is a damn circus. All of it. These people, this is make-believe. It's playtime. And you're just... I can't
Look,
be here.
Carol, these
No,
people.
I can't. Morgan, I won't. I'll wait. When you're not there to stop me, when nobody else is, I'll go.
You know I can't let you. No. I'll.
You know what? Time to like it isn't up to you. It wasn't before in the basement. It wasn't at the library, and it isn't now. I don't give a shit if you think you found the secret to
I
life.
don't, and I haven't, and I know what I've started. But I won't let you die out there. That's what I won't do.
Doesn't matter what you do.
Where we going?
Yay.
Hunting. Hunting what?
What was once captive to the farm now runs free in the city.
This is so like medieval. This is crazy.
It's just what we needed.
Why the walk? We're hurting a man. Why they need bait?
Because I want their bellies full of rot. That's why. You shoot a machine gun in the woods and nothing. You cough in the city and... Diane, retrieve the truck. We'll take our leave. Ben, you're up. Use the machete. Just as you and he practiced.
The guy seems scared. Oh man. He's having some problems here.
Not the trouble, bitch. Next time. No one back home needs to know about this.
You mean the pigs that they're eating the dead?
Any of it.
This kid is having all kinds of problems. He's totally gonna get bitten. I can totally see that happening.
May we one day cease you all from this curse. Till then, know that we live on in your place. Full, festive, faithful, and free. Only halfway free.
Where are they going?
Somewhere else. And now.
So I think this is going to be really cool. I really like the setting for the kingdom, and I think that it's going to be really interesting. But I wanted to tell you guys a story about Robert Kirkman, who writes the comics. If you didn't know, first of all, I live in the U.S., and secondly, I live in Kentucky, and that is where Robert Kirkman is from. And he is from a town that's like 40 minutes for me, but I actually met him a few years ago, and he was really cool. And this was before The Walking Dead was a television show, so it was before he was like mega famous like he is now, and I think he might live in California now. So anyway, but it was just cool to meet him, and I've never read the comics, so I just knew that he wrote comics, but I didn't know he would end up being like he is now, and that The Walking Dead would be a show and all that stuff. But that was really cool to meet him, especially now that everything has happened with the show being such a success. And they just had like a big celebration in the town that he's from, which is called Cynthiana, and they had like a Walking Dead day, and people painted really cool murals on the walls there. You can Google that if you are interested, or maybe you've seen it, because it was a big deal. It was promoted by the show and everything. So I didn't get to go to it, but that was really cool. I don't know if there's a place you can watch The Walking Dead if you don't have AMC. I'm not sure. I think they have an app, but I'm not totally sure. If I have trouble watching stuff, usually I just go to iTunes. Of course, you have to purchase it then, but if you really want to watch something and you can't find it online, I guess that is an option. But what are you guys thinking so far about this episode? And also, it seems like a lot of you read the comics. Let me know if you haven't already, if you read the comics and what you think of Ezekiel, because from what I'm hearing, he is a good character, so that's good. But I don't think things are always going to be perfect in this new place. I wish they could be, but that's just not the way the show goes. So I just sense that something is going to go down at this place. So I guess it's good to know that this guy is a trustworthy person. But anyway, so yeah, I'm kind of interested to see where this storyline goes. And I'll be interested to get back to the storyline from last week, which we'll probably do next week. So Deja says, don't know how to explain it, but Ezekiel seems kind of like a good version of Negan. He's very much a character. Okay, so that's really cool. So like the exact opposite of the devil, I guess, basically. Thank you, Rick. Apparently you can go to AMC.com if you want to watch Walking Dead. And sometimes, I don't know how that website works, but I know like when it was ABC Family, you had to have a certain type of cable code or you couldn't watch stuff. I still can't watch stuff on there. So I don't know. Hopefully that's not the same way and anybody can watch it. You don't have to have like enter your cable information or satellite information. Hopefully not, because I didn't have the correct thing to ever watch anything on Freeform, which was ABC Family. But yeah, so is anyone doing anything for Halloween, since that's either currently where you are? Some people it's already Halloween, and then tomorrow for us here in the US. I don't really have any big plans because it's like a Monday, but there's a really cool thing here where I live where they have like all these pumpkins and they're carved and they all have lights. It's super cool. I'll tweet a picture. My Twitter is in the down bar if you want to follow me, and I'm gonna go look at that. They do that every year. Oh, Deja, I remember your birthday is on Halloween, so happy early birthday. That is really cool. My dad's birthday is actually today, so it's super cool to have like a fun holiday birthday. Hi Sebs, thanks for being here, and hello Mr. Crazy, thank you for being here. Yeah, so, and then I don't know if you guys have trick-or-treaters coming to your house, but where I live usually no one shows up, sadly. So I do have some candy, but I'm probably just gonna eat it myself because no one's gonna be here. But if in case they come here, then you know I have it. Thanks guys, thank you. Yeah, thank you. All right, here we go.
Your skill with the staff. How did you come to acquire that skill? Was a cheese maker? A friend? I imagine your comrade would be very proud of you this day. For saving Ben in a single blow. There's a saying. The pessimist looks down and hits his head. The optimist looks up and loses his footing. The realist looks forward and adjusts his path accordingly. I believe young Benjamin's path is in need of adjustment. Would you train me? As your friend trained you?
I don't know that I'm the.
Benjamin has shown aptitude with neither blades nor munitions. Perhaps his failings lie in the weapons. Perhaps it's the teacher. Or perhaps it's both.
You know, the man I shot to save Carol. The stick couldn't have saved him.
As it saved you. Young Benjamin will become an important member of my corps. I need the bullet. I need to live. Please. The kingdom is favored by your presence once more.
It ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe. Even you don't know by now. And it ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe. You'll never do somehow. When your rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm traveling on. Don't think twice, it's alright.
This place is like super normal.
It's alright. But ain't no use to turn on your light, babe.
That was too fast, man.
No, I can keep up.
No. It's too fast.
I'm on the dark side of the road. Well, I wish there was something you would do or say. Try and make me change my mind and stay. We never did too much talking anyway. Don't think twice, it's alright.
Over the head. Yeah. And again. Swing it back and up.
It's alright. Well, it ain't no use in calling out my name.
It was flavor on top of flavor. It's like a goddamn dream. I mean, breakfast cobbler? Yes. We were eating possum out there.
No, I like the lunch cobbler.
There's lunch cobbler.
We have cobbler at every meal.
I can't. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Do you have any tissues?
Yeah. I'm saying you treated me unkind. You could have done better.
I agree, Ralph. That's so funny.
I don't mind. You just kind of wasted my precious time. Don't think twice, it's alright.
Hey, what's the book? It's philosophy. You know, we should really get back to that.
Harley? I've just read every book in this place. Twice. Including an air conditioning repair textbook. Just so you know, the number one problem with the HVAC system is a refrigerant leaks. Yeah. Won't spoil that one for you. Please?
Gentlemen, come with us. Both of you. We have matters of import to attend to.
Bring your gun, Morgan.
That doesn't sound good.
Swine are slaughtered far from the kingdom, as their screens carry in the wind and invite questions. What we are doing here is a secret I keep from my people. Some see secrets as a privilege of ruling. They are burdens, not part of the reward. They have a cost.
Here I was worried we were early.
Uh-oh.
Our arrangement is something I consider with the utmost seriousness. We will fulfill our obligations on time, every time.
Indeed you do. And you will.
One, two, three, four,
I count 8. That's good.
You know, are those pigs like infected?
A bit bigger than last time. That's good too. They were well fed.
Okay, this is not good.
Appreciate your hospitality. Lucky for us, we brought 2 trucks. How about you help us load them up?
They're part of another group. They call them.
I know who they are. The Walking Dead is
Well, just when things were going great. That Carol obviously doesn't buy into any of this, and it does seem too good to be true, and she's very skeptical of it, and I don't know. I don't really know what is going to happen, or as Deja saying, you know, what if they could possibly get kicked out because of her, and she just took a bunch of clothes, and I think Deja's right. She's kind of like hoarding them in case this all, you know, ends tomorrow or whatever, so they'll have extra clothes along the way. But hey, they have a place where they have cobbler at every meal, and everyone, it seems just like a regular town, like what would be currently in every, you know, all of our worlds, like it's a regular place. So it did seem like it was going to be just pretty much a slow-paced episode, but now we're getting into some other stuff here. Those pigs that they're giving the other group are the pigs that were eating the zombie people. So those pigs are like super infected. So it's going to make it, whoever eats that's going to be really sick. So yeah, I'm interested to see how this ends. We should have like 2 more segments, I think. Okay. Got some trolls in here. But anyway, it seems like the trolls like to show up for this show. Or I get a lot of trollish comments on the videos for this. This is the first season I've done this. I actually covered the first season of Fear the Walking Dead, and I thought it was just okay, and I couldn't get really into it, but I heard, I didn't keep watching it. I watched the whole first season, but from some of my friends who watch it said that they did like the second season, and I guess it'll be a third. But did any of you guys watch Fear the Walking Dead? And if so, do you enjoy it? I know it's not as good as The Walking Dead, but it was really slow for me the first season, and I just couldn't really get into it enough to keep doing videos and reviews on it. That's funny. Ralph is like, yeah, Carol is making like a to-go bag, so she'll probably try to sneak some food along with the clothing that she took and just take things that she knows she can use wherever her next place will be along her way, you know. Personally, I would want to stay in the kingdom as long as I could. Yeah, so Deja's saying that she got bored with Fear the Walking Dead. I don't know if any of you guys made it to the second season, but you have to let me know. I know Ashley, who does PLL videos and Fear the Walking Dead videos and Walking Dead videos, I think she told me that she did like the second season. Whoops. Oh wait, this is that new show. So yeah, I mean, I wanted it to be really good, and I mean, I didn't think it was bad, but it was just kind of one of those things where it was really slow and not interesting enough for me to invest into a second season. But sometimes when I do that, like it ends up, people are like, oh my gosh, it's great. And like, speaking of that, I used to love Dexter, and I can't remember what season it was, but there was one season that was like terrible to me, and it was like painfully boring, and I just gave up on the whole show. And the next season was like the best season of the whole series, the John Lithgow series, or the season. And I got that spoiled for me on Twitter, even though I did end up watching it and finishing the series. But sometimes it happens like that. Yeah, as Deja's saying, she didn't care about the characters, and I had a lot of problem with that too. With Fear the Walking Dead, I just didn't think they were super interesting. I couldn't feel emotionally attached to them. Like, I didn't care if any of them died. One of the main women characters, at least in the first season, was a main character from Orange is the New Black, which I do really like, so I found that sort of interesting. I have never watched Stranger Things, which I know is terrible. I've been so busy with all the shows I'm covering currently, and it seems like it's just been a busy year. Like, there's always been several shows that I do for YouTube. I think I will have some time, like, after Thanksgiving or after US Thanksgiving. I think that there's like a break in shows. There's not going to be many in December, I think. But then I'll probably still have Walking Dead. But I should have time to, maybe not Walking Dead, but I should have time to watch new things like Stranger Things. Okay, here we go.
Hey, asshole. How about I smile? This is nothing. We've been letting you off easy. Sure you don't have that backwards, kid. Yeah, I'm sure.
Uh-oh.
Lower your weapons. Richard, let him go. This is not what we do.
Richard. I love this shit.
Seriously?
Yeah, tell your man to stop.
Oh no.
Man said stop. You've been good to us. We end up more than enough this time. Next week, Ezekiel, all right? So, produce. Got the list, not one bit less. Otherwise, he's gonna have to go first.
I'm a little bit confused about what exactly is going on with these groups.
I've met them before.
The man you killed to save Carol was one of them as well.
It was, yeah. Is that why you wanted me here? Because I could do it again if I had to.
No, Morgan. Quite the opposite, in fact.
Oh, hey.
It's movie night tonight. I want to get a good seat.
Right, but you were gonna clean your plate though first. Come on, that was a deal, Dutch. Yeah. Wow, good one, smart guy. All right, well, just be in bed by 10. Not a minute later.
But I can read.
Yes, you can read. I kind of know what I'm doing raising him. Ezekiel's been a big help.
You seem close. You were the king.
Yeah, he's pretty tight with my dad. My father was a good fighter. One of the best in the kingdom.
How did it happen?
About a year ago. Ezekiel sent his detachment out to clear a building. There was too many wasted, not enough backup. 8 men didn't make it out. My father was one of them. But Ezekiel is a lot more careful now. He told me that he dealt with that group. Tested you. People.
And you think he's right? So we shouldn't fight?
I don't know. I don't know if I know enough to know. Maybe you do. Hey, there was an inscription in the book. It was handwritten about not killing. Is it yours?
No.
I also noticed you only put vegetables on your plate during dinner, and you're teaching me Aikido, and if Aikido means not to kill, then that means that
It's not about what I think. People can try and fit you in the right direction, but they can't show you the way. You gotta find that for yourself. I thought I had it. I did. I'm just fumbling through. Sometimes we change our minds. I can't. I gotta talk to Carol. Thank you.
Did she leave already? Oh no. What? Why? Did she seriously leave already? What is she thinking? Yeah, but quickly, The Fall is really good. It's on Netflix, and it's a BBC show, but the season 3 just came down for US Netflix. It's great. Jamie Dornan is the lead actor, and why have I forgotten her name again? I just saw someone post it, and now I've lost it. But anyway, yeah, it's really, really good. I really, really like it. Yeah, he's a super villain, Jamie Dornan, like way worse than 50 Shades of Grey, if you've seen that. But yeah, Fadi, this is a good episode, but it's a lot slower pace than the first episode because we're totally dealing with Morgan and Carol's storyline. But the fact that Carol left is just like, okay, I guess she'd been planning that pretty much since she got there. So I don't know. But Deja says Carol can be smart sometimes, but if she keeps this up, then she is going to get herself killed. And I agree with you. And Jillian Anderson, thank you. And it's just not, I just don't know why she would choose to leave at this time when everything is really good there. But I think Deja made the comment a little bit earlier that, you know, obviously Ezekiel does not want his people to fight. He wants it to be a peaceful place, which is really great. But I don't know how long they're going to be able to keep that up because it's just not very realistic in the world that they live in. While we were watching that segment, Ralph brought up Westworld, which I haven't watched, but a lot of you have asked me to watch. So maybe I should be watching it, but I was wondering if any of others of you in this chat watched that show. But I heard it's really good. Yeah, right. As Asia's saying, Carol is hallucinating, so she's not in the right state of mind at all to be going out completely on her own. She's not feeling well, and she's going to be very vulnerable because she doesn't have Morgan to help her or anyone else. Brian is asking what I think of King Ezekiel. I think he's very cool so far, and I like his whole mantra of being peaceful. We just don't know how long that's going to last, but I really like the vibe of the whole kingdom. And if I were Carol or any of those people, I would be really relieved and happy to find a place like that and to be accepted into that type of place. And I would not be running away unless things started getting crazy or I felt like my life was in danger. So it kind of sucks that she left. And I see bad things happening in a future episode dealing with her because she is on her own. And she's even having kind of troubles walking, but now she's gone, you know. So not very smart. Just to let you guys know, I will be filming my video where I have my more in-depth thoughts about this episode probably tonight, and that'll be up later tonight, so you can check that out as well. If you are just now finding me for the first time, or if you've been watching but haven't subscribed, I would appreciate if you would subscribe. And I will be covering all of season 7 of The Walking Dead. Plus, in the down bar, you can see the other shows that I cover, which all have kind of a similar theme. So you might watch some of the other shows that I also watch. Ralph was saying in the comics that Carol lost her mind mentally, which led to her downfall. So we could possibly be going that way. I can see the starting of that, not the starting, but I can see it is going that way. I really do like Carol, but she scares me with some of her decisions. But I think Morgan is a really good character because we've seen him go through so much stuff, and he's in a great place. And I love the fact that he's helping. He really wants to make the kingdom work and be a part of that and be the exact opposite of what Carol wants to do. And I like how he's trying to help Benjamin and trying to help him be like a good soldier. Deja says, and to top it off, that group is still out there too. Yes, and those people are not peaceful. So yeah, okay, so they're asking Ezekiel, Michonne, or Michonne and Rick. You know, I kind of like the Michonne and Rick pairing, but we'll see. We'll see. But I'm enjoying this episode, and I love this, like, the kingdom I think is so cool. But I think it won't stay that way, sadly. Here we go. Oh, there she is on her own.
By all means, fair maiden, have one.
Oh, good. She didn't get too far.
This enclosure was built for the purpose of common recreation and study, and repurposed into a garden worthy of our splendor. I dare say it's my favorite place in the entire kingdom. It pleases me that you've seen it with your own eyes before choosing to leave us so suddenly.
Jeez, yeah, I'm real sorry about this. It's just, what good am I here?
Jerry, would you excuse us?
You need me? Holler. I keep an hollering, Reg. Deuces.
If I hadn't happened upon you, then
She would be off by herself.
it's a thing. Never bullshit or bullshit.
But at least he sees through
Is
her.
that right? The sweet and innocent act.
Yeah, I like Jerry too.
Worked on me. Lend in. Get people to trust you. Acquire what you need from them, and then you're gone. As if you were never there. The guns you brought here in your pack, they belong to saviors.
What about the saviors?
More than I care to, unfortunately. They nearly extinguished you. But you did more than put up a fight, Carol. You won.
by ending up here?
That's funny to you?
You're a joke. This place is. That's what you do with jokes, you laugh. Out there it's real. I've been to places where I thought I wouldn't have to, where I could just be. You're selling these people a fairy tale.
Maybe they need the fairy tale. Maybe the contradiction is the point.
Ruling over people and having your ass kissed by everyone's just a perk.
May I? People want someone to follow. It's human nature. They want someone to make them feel safe. People who feel safe are less dangerous, more productive. You see a dude with a tiger shoe. They start telling stories about finding it in the wild, wrestling it into submission, turning it into his pet. They make the guy larger than life, a hero, who might have burst their bubble. Next thing you know, they treat me like royalty. They needed someone to follow, so I acted the part. I faked it till I made it. I was a zookeeper. She fell into one of the concrete moats in her exhibit. It was empty, the vest on their way, but her leg was ripped open. She was gonna bleed out. The sound she made. She was in so much pain. I knew the risk. I had to try. I got my shirt up around her leg. Saved her life. After that, she never showed so much as a tooth in my direction.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping a tiger in practical, I know. She's as much as 10 people. She began to change. Yeah. I lost a lot just like everybody else. When it all started to end, I found myself back at the zoo. Shiva was one of the last animals left. She was trapped, hungry, alone, like me. She was the last thing left in this world that I loved. She protected me. She got me here, made me larger than life. And I made this place. I used to act in community theater. Played a few kings in my day. Arthur, Macbeth, Martin. My name really is Ezekiel, though. That's 100% real. Cards on the table. Nothing up my street. I appreciate you. Keep this between us, though. For now. And yeah, a little bit for me.
I don't care. You do what you want. I just want to go.
Sorry.
For what?
Whatever bad you've been through. So much of it out there, I know. Too much. It feels like it's all bad. Especially when you're alone. The thing is, though, it's not all bad. It won't be. It isn't. Life isn't. Life is hope, heroism, grace, and love. There's life, there's life. Hope that's not what you're walking away from. Hope you don't have to. Nothing more out here. Found a way to deal with the bad by going a little overboard with all the good. Just peace and contradiction. You could do it one way. Maybe you could go and not go. Yeah, I sound like a crazy person. I get it. Or maybe I am. But I think I can help. You
Cared.
make me feel good. I'll get your stuff together. Find somebody I trust to meet you at the gates. You can go and not go. We'll see if I'm on to something. Or if it's just more bullshit. What do you say?
The Walking Dead is brought to you by Taco Bell.
That was awesome. Like, you guys were right. Those of you who read the comics, Ezekiel seems like a very, very cool guy, and I love how he explained everything to her, and like how what his position is in the kingdom, and how he came to be the king and everything, and why he's needed. And so now she shouldn't feel the way she's been feeling about that place. So the question is, will she leave and take her chances and know that she's always welcome back there, or what's going to happen with her? That's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. But yeah, actually, I have never watched One Tree Hill or White Collar, so I don't know Jeffrey's wife, but I will take your word for it. That is crazy what Ralph was talking about during that segment about Twin Peaks coming back. And I think if I understand you correctly, like the last season was from 1990, and then it's been on Showtime before now, but that's absolutely crazy. I used to have Showtime, and I don't have that anymore, but I never watched that show either, sadly. Okay, and for you guys wondering about Scream Queens, it should be back Tuesday, I think. I know we had some concerns with the World Series, so I don't know. We'll see. I thought they said we would have 2 weeks without it, but maybe I was wrong. But anyway, if that is the case, then I will have a live chat for that show on Wednesday. Deja thinks that Carol's going to give Ezekiel in the kingdom the side eye while staying there. Yeah, I can definitely see that. But I mean, I don't know, like after that whole speech from Ezekiel, that seemed very sincere. I think it's sincere. And I would feel good about it. At that point, I would be like, okay, I don't have to be like suspicious of everyone or think this is fake, because in a way it is kind of fake, but he explained that people want to feel safe and to feel like they have a leader and everything. So it's not, he just wants to make it as home-like and as peaceful as he can. Ooh. So cool. He's King Ezekiel actor is on Talking Dead. And they're not sitting out in the pouring rain tonight. Yeah, I agree with you, Rick. I think Scream Queens is kind of like, yeah, it is kind of like the counterpart to Scream, the TV show, but I don't know if it was supposed to be. Deja says Carol's been through a lot, so can't really blame her for not trusting anything and anyone that's unfamiliar to her. And yeah, that is totally understanding, or understandable. I can understand that. And it does seem too good to be true. And like I said, I don't think it will always sadly stay that way, but you really can't blame her for being suspicious. But yeah, I really enjoyed the pacing of this week's episode, and I really liked it. And I'm glad that we got a little bit of a break from the craziness of last week's episode. That was wonderful, I think. So yeah. But yeah, this is another busy week for all the shows that I cover on my channel. So again, if you are new, check down below to see if you watch any of those shows, because pretty much every day I have something going on this channel, either like a live reaction, a live chat, a new video, something dealing with one of the shows below. So I need to check and see what shows are coming back like the beginning of 2017. I know Orphan Black will have its final season if you guys watch that. And I'm trying to think what is up next, since this is like the super busy time. Deja says it's just like Alexandria. It's just like Alexandria. It was good 1 minute and then a lot of bad things happen and now they work for Negan. Yeah, I know, right? It seemed really awesome there for a while. Too good to be true, that kind of thing. Yes, Pretty Little Liars. Thank you. That's January, right? No, it's not. It's March. So we'll have to wait a little bit. Which that's going to be really sad. Really sad.
Sure, this is what you want, right? You should have always been up to you. Well, stay there.
It's good we're here.
How's that?
2 more minutes and I might start to regret all the times I tried to shoot and stab you.
I think you're my favorite person I ever knocked down. Definitely top 2 or 3. Take care of yourself.
I will.
Promise?
Always watching, always ready, remember?
I do.
Oh, it's Shiva.
You really gotta try one of these.
Oh, that was a good ending. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Let's watch this preview.
You don't scare easy. I love that.
Go back while you can. Whatever he's done, there's more.
Wow, so it's going to be crazy next week. That looks good. Thank you guys so much for being here. Just a reminder, on my video about tonight's show will be up tonight, like in an hour or so, so hopefully you will watch that. But I really had fun talking to you guys tonight, and I'll see you guys, most of you or all of you, at my other shows throughout the week, live chats and reactions. So thanks for being here. I hope you guys have a great week and a happy Halloween, and I will see you very soon. Bye, guys.